Hello, it's Friday, February 23rd, 2024. This is the ride home. I probably won't post this because it won't be very long. So on the other channel, I've made a few videos recently. I think it's been a really long time since I posted a video on this channel. But I've posted a few, at least three in the past couple days when I say couple, I mean three. In the past 3 days on the other channel. And one of them, I think yesterday's video, I was mentioning that, pardon me, long day, tired. I was mentioning confusion about a rule on page 11 of the new Advanced Dungeons & Dragons handbook having to do with hit dice, which is a really basic rule that's probably been around forever, and I never paid attention to it. I never really used it. I did healing a different way, and it had to do with hit dice and me not understanding. There was two problems. One, I read it wrong. That was it. That was both problems. I read it wrong. But there was still a question. I was surprised. It's such an obscure little thing built into the gaming system that I never realized it. But your hit dice, I mean, obviously your hit dice determine how many hit points you get total at level, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't realize your total number of hit dice, meaning that if you're level 6, you have 6 hit dice that you can sell when you do a rest or a small rest. You can turn in hit dice to roll for hit points. And I guess my curiosity was, that's kind of weird. Why isn't there just a rule about how much you can regain when you rest? Because, like, is there any penalty to, and there is, like, there's a slate built-in penalty, meaning that if you spend all your hit dice, you won't get any hit dice back until you do a long rest. But it seems like a weird extra rule to keep track of. Why don't we just let you regain hit points at a certain rate when you rest, and just base that on your level, you know what I mean? So, like, if you're doing it based on hit dice, blah blah blah, because it's weird. I guess it strikes me as weird that you're allowed to choose how much you heal when you're resting, when it seems like it really should be a set in stone thing, meaning that, like, if you're not using any magical means or anything like that, other than any kind of constitution bonus or something like that, there should just be a set amount, meaning that I'm going to do a short rest, which means I'm going to be able to gain anywhere between 3 and 12 hit points, depending on what level I am. If I'm greater than level 5, blah, blah, blah. But it's just weird that you can arbitrarily say, okay, I want to heal this much. That's not enough. I'm going to spend another hit dice and heal some more. Like, that's so disconnected from reality. Like, you know what I mean? And I know it's a fantasy game, but it's like, it just feels like if you're going to rest, you're going to get some amount of healing. You shouldn't be able to decide by selling your hit dice how much you're healing. It's a weird dynamic that just strikes me as odd. In fact, I'm going to call and explain to him what my confusion was live. Maybe. I don't know if I have his number in here. Dude, I don't know what button works the phone. Let's see, contacts. Son of a gun. Let's try. There we go. Are you serious? I don't have a phone number in here for him? Dagnabbit. so bizarre. I know I've called him from this phone before. Oh well. So yeah, that rule just seems really bizarre to me. It just feels so disconnected from like how resting works. But whatever. So I wanted to correct that. This morning I talked about stakes and consultants. I don't think there was anything to really add to there. The other channel has the same name as this channel, except it doesn't have. I forget what's at the end of this one. My other channel is Expounding Upon the Toad. This one is either Expounding Upon the Toad 2 or Expounding Upon the Toad also. I'm not sure what the name of this channel is. So if you know the name of the channel, say it in the comments. So yeah, since I can't get Matt on the phone to talk about D&D, I could, but I'm not going to stop this to make a second video. I wonder, can I continue to record and look up a phone number at the same time? I know in general, if I touch any buttons on this dashboard, the video will end. So, should we risk it? I think we should. Are my glasses dirty, or... I just look like a crazy person. Alright. So let's see. In case I lose you, have a wonderful day. You're still recording? Any good reasons? Ooh. This might bode well. Interesting. So I see his number, I see his name. Let me do this. Contacts. It won't show me the phone number. Unbelievable. Click on it, it'll make a call and this will end. So I should probably just end this anyway. I just wasted another 3 minutes of your time. So I have work tomorrow, as I said. I'll probably make, not in this video, in the video I made this morning, I'll probably make a video on the way to work tomorrow. It turns out we're open both days, but I only have to work Saturday. So I wonder if I could send him a text. But then I'd have to, it's not worth it. So anyway, yeah, I work tomorrow. I don't work Sunday. We're open both days. I'll probably make a video tomorrow on the way in. I don't know if I'll make a video on the way home. Weekends burn me out because I got to get up even earlier than I normally do. And by the time it's the end of the day, I'm a freaking zombie, and I just need all my concentration to get home. So, anyway, I don't have any other amusing anecdotes. Though, a friend at work, I'll save this for later. It just has to do with socks. Someone bought me a pack of D&D socks. Just a weird coincidence. I recently started getting into and talking about D&D again, and out of the blue, she didn't really buy them for me. She bought them. She accidentally bought too many socks, and she had an extra pack of D&D socks, and she gave them to me, which was really nice. It was the day after I had gone to Aldi. I may have told the story before. Not the specific story, the story about going to Aldi, but we never really shopped at Aldi, and I was curious what was in there. The first time I went into Aldi was because it was New Year's Eve-ish, and I was looking for some place that might have crab legs, because that's our yearly tradition, crab legs and wine on New Year's Eve, and then, charcuterie board after that. But I'd gone into Aldi, and it was it looked strange to me. It's not like a regular supermarket. Like, they don't take the stuff out of boxes. They just put it up on the shelves in the packages that it came in. Like, it looks like somebody converted, like, maybe a TJ Maxx or some kind of just regular store into a supermarket. It doesn't feel like a supermarket. It's weird the way it's laid out. So anyway, at some point in the past year, I brought my year or two, I brought my wife into an Aldi just to show it to her. I was like, you gotta see this place. It just looks odd. So I bring her in, and we stumble across apple juice, and it's like really cheap. It's like, so she ends up buying an entire case of apple juice, and now every once in a while when we just need some supplies, Aldi is where we go, because my wife got hooked on it because of the apple juice. Why was I telling the Aldi story? Oh, because the day before I got the pack of D&D socks, I was we were at Aldi buying some vegetables or something like that, and I on the way there, we were having a conversation. My wife's like, I don't know if I have a quarter, because you have to put a quarter in the thing to get a cart, and then you get a quarter back at the end when you exchange your cart. And she's like, I don't think I have a quarter. And I was like, don't worry about it. There'll be a free cart somewhere along the way. We'll find a cart. Like, even if we don't find a cart, we'll find a way. We'll find a way to survive, right? We have bags. We bring our own recyclable bags because we're good people. Crap. It just blocked me from the exit. All right, I'll go the other way. So I said, don't worry, there'll be a car. It's like, no, there won't be a car. It's like, you got to stop being so negative. Think positive. Remember, you can bend the universe to your will. You just have to think it. And then she said something about, she said some disastrous event that caused it. It's like, I'm like, no, stop that. Don't think about the reasons why there will be a cart available. Just know that when you get there, you will have a cart that you can use. And so, I keep saying this. I'm repeating, and this is like the gift. I forget what the thing is. The power of positive thinking kind of nonsense, Well, as we're getting closer and closer, there are literally carts. Before we even get to the strip mall, across the street at the other strip mall, there's carts lining the grass between the street and the stores. They're just there. There's four shopping carts. We go into the parking lot for Aldi. There's at least 3 shopping carts in the parking lot just laying there. And then there's a shopping cart right in front of the store just there. These aren't Aldi shopping carts, they're Walmart shopping carts, but it doesn't matter. I know I didn't will them into existence, but there were at least 10 shopping carts to choose from after I told my wife, don't worry, there will be a shopping cart there. And I thought that was pretty fantastic. So anyway, I grab the shopping cart, we go shopping, we finish the trip. This wasn't the main thrust of the story. Not that I'm willing shopping carts into existence. The main thrust of the story is that when we were done shopping and I was returning the cart to exactly where I got it so that some other person would have a shopping cart, this woman walks up to me, and I'm dressed like I always am. It doesn't matter whether I'm changing the oil on an engine, I'm exercising, or I'm sleeping. This is how I'm dressed. Sport coat, tie, if I'm gardening, running a marathon, I'll always be dressed something like this. So anyway, the woman comes up to me and says, I saw you returning that shopping cart. She said, she didn't use any profanity. She said, you are wearing that sports coat today. And something like that. It was really nice. I thanked her and went on my merry way. But it was funny, she went out of her way to tell me that, I'm assuming what she meant was not that she was pointing out that you're wearing that suit coat today. She emphasized the words that I tried to emphasize, couldn't quite do it in her speech pattern, but you get the point. And she was generally being nice and saying I look good. And I was like, well, thank you. And I went on my way. And it was really nice. It brightened my day. And I'm an ass. I didn't think of anything counter. I wasn't quick enough to think, oh, right, human interaction. Well, I was like, you look very nice yourself. I love the little thing you're wearing on your head there. No, just a thank you. And I went on my merry way because I'm an ass. But it made me feel good. Not that I'm an ass, but that, someone went out of their way to compliment how I look. Don't compliment how I feel. You wouldn't believe what goes on inside my head. So, anyway, the point is that it was funny. There was that was that nice thing the day before, and the next day, I get a pack of D&D socks. So 2 days in a row, really bizarre, nice things happened out of the blue. No idea why I told that story, but there you go. You have it. you're stuck with it forever. Have a wonderful day.